Alright, back again. Today we got the old PC Engine Duo R, and I figured we could put in this game here, Shapeshifter. So, let's pop this in and play some of that. Now this is a really cool RPG slash action-adventure game, and very well designed, has a lot of great sound samples in it. A lot of the characters themselves, they speak when you go into shops, and it's a really fun game. It has some difficult parts where you know, in the game you wind up getting different.
国の繁栄は人々に数々の夢を与えてくれますといった預言者がいました。ここクレリオンの国ではまさに今が繁栄の時代です。山の小人たちはこの時代をタイラック・アールと呼び、森の妖精たちはリケス・ラスタナと呼びました。そしてクレリオンの国の人々は光の時代と呼んでいました。
It has some difficult parts where when you're shape-shifting, you can shift into different
ク
animals.
レリオンの国にはファイブリングと呼ばれる5人の強力な魔法使いがいました。この5人こそクレリオンの心臓ともいえるもので、人々の命はこのファイブリング5人の魔法使いから与えられていたのです。
And this intro's just a few minutes longer.
ところがこの光の時代に異変が起こり始めていました。預言者は来るべく暗黒の時代を予言したのですが、信じる者は誰もいませんでした。人々はグレートマザーをたたえ、そしてしかしその間にも大いなる破壊が始まっていたのです。大いなる破壊は闇の王国から来た3匹の邪悪な怪物によって行われました。何百年もの間クレリオンの平和を守っていたファイブリングも彼らに幽閉されてしまいました。この3匹の怪物は闇の支配者と呼ばれました。今は夏、秋分の日も間近です。闇の支配者たちはこの日にクレリオンと闇の王国との間にあるバリアを破壊することを決めました。この危機を救うことができる唯一の人物、彼の名前はライコス。彼だけが手遅れになる前にクレリオンを救う力を持っています。永遠の悪夢が訪れる前に。
And here's our introduction here. So, this is the intro for Shapeshifter, and really good game, like I was saying. It's a little bit difficult when you're shapeshifting, and to know what to do at the beginning. First of all, you definitely need to go around and talk to different people in the village here. Not the people necessarily walking around here, but there are people inside the different rooms here. This also has a really nice soundtrack. We'll go in here and talk to a couple people.
いやー、いい天気だな、若えの。で、用事は武器を買いに来たんだが。そうだろうともさ。さあさあ、店の中を見てくれ。
So you can inquire about each of the different weapons. Right now we don't have any gold, so...
この斧について教えてくれないか。ああ、騎士の武器だね。その刃はよ、1世紀も昔にドゥアーブンの鍛冶屋が作ったものらしいが、いつもピカピカ光ってて絶対に刃こぼれしたり欠けたりしないって代物だ。
So just explain about each weapon.
はあ、どうも欲しいものが見当たらない。また来るよ。そうかい。じゃあな。
Right. And then when you leave, your character actually says, no thanks, or not right now, I'll come back again.
お前が来ることは分かっとったぞ。しかし武器はどうした。魔法をかけてやるとしても肝心の武器がなくてはの。分かりました。 次は必ず武器を持ってきましょう。
So what this character says is that he can apply magic to a weapon, but since we don't have a weapon right now, he can't do anything for us. If you notice at the very top of the screen, you can see there's the sun and the moon. After it makes one complete revolution, lightning will come down and your character's life will be refilled.
これから何が起こるのかを占って差し上げましょう。
Yeah, you can inquire about different things here, but we'll just leave.
今日のところはやめておこう。
未来に興味がないということですな。では。
Just kind of skip out of that. And if we try and go outside here, for example, if we talk to the guards.
テラヘルムの大臣グローリー様の命令で誰も通ることはできん。
でも私は町を出なければならないんだ。
これは大臣直々の命令だ。町は閉鎖だ。わかったな。
So he basically says we can't let anybody out of the city, and your character says, but I have to go out of the city, and he just says, you know, get used to the fact that you can't leave the city.
テラヘルムの大臣グローリン様の命令で誰も通ることはできん。でも町を出なければならないんだ。大臣から直々の命令を受けておる。町は閉鎖だ。
And you know, basically this this guard says the same thing. What you need to do is you need to go and talk to enough people first, go into different doors here and chat with enough people. As you can see here, if your character is losing any life, then that's the point where it'll actually give him life. It's kind of cool.
これが野蛮人の青年でなければ一体私に何をしろというのだ。私は大変忙しいのだよ。私はこの町を出たいだけなのです。でも全ての門は閉鎖されていて一体どうしたのですか。なんだって何も知らないのか。西の雲族どもが反響乱になっておるんだ。彼らはいつもは自分のことだけをしておるが産卵期になったからか人々をさらっている。
We'll just kind of leave there, and you know, your character basically says to him, you know, I need to leave the town, but I can't leave town. And the other guy's like, well, what should I do, you know? And if you notice up in the upper left-hand corner now, we have 75 coins there, so we can now buy a weapon. And after we buy a weapon...
やっぱり戻ってきたな。さあ店の中を見てくれ。見せてもらうよ、おじさん。
We'll go down here to purchase. We'll purchase the axe.
この斧をもらおう。さあ、代金だ。さいさい、きっと役に立つよ。
So now we have a weapon. And from after we have our weapon, our axe, we can now leave towards the west here.
テラヘルムの大臣、グローリンの命令書だ。確かに大臣の封書だ。通るがよい。
And he'll let us leave to the west here. And here's some of the different enemies. It's a pretty wild game, you know, with some of the characters here, but it's a really well designed game. Some parts are kind of cheap. There's some flying enemies that are really hard to dodge. Like these enemies here. Normally they'll circle you. It's hard to turn around and attack really quickly, but what we need to do is kill this giant spider that's over here. Some of these, you know, enemies, yeah, you kind of have to do this in order to kill them. Just because if you try and hit them with your axe, it just doesn't work so well. You got to hit the enemies on the ground as well. into this this cave up here. The flying enemies, like I said, they are the most irritating. You can see the people, they're stuck inside the spider webs here. Now this'll, as you can see, our weapon is now a throwable item. Ah! Got knocked off. Let's try this one more time. And the worst thing about the weapon, however, is that if you throw it, it doesn't attack enemies on the way back. So it's only a direct hit. So as you can see there, you know, unless you hit it right on. And the other thing too is if you're not exactly right on with the jumps, you'll slide off. So this is what we need to kill here. Oh. Just try and kill it as quick as possible. Well, hopefully. Ah! And I died just as just as I killed it. So I don't know if it's still gonna be up there or not. We'll see here. Normally, if you see like the kind of like the spit dripping, it's still alive, but it looks like it's dead. So what we'll do is just kind of get out of here, and we'll backtrack our way to the city again. Well, now that we have our throwing weapon, it's much easier for enemies like this. But once again, like I said, with the flying enemies, it's really tough because once you launch it out, it doesn't hit them on the way back. So. And you know, for some of these enemies that are really short, really low to the ground, it's kind of hard to attack now with the flying weapon. Problem is I think I when I died, I lost a lot of the gold that I had, so. Trying to go through this kind of quick here. We'll go back and get into the city here and try and talk to that man again, and hopefully we should get a little extra cash, and then we can upgrade the axe, and then from there you can go on to the next stage. Our life refills. It was a really well designed game. as for right now, there's no other animal that we can shapeshift into, but shortly here, as long as the time permits and the battery holds up in the camera, might be able to show you that. Kind of go in here and let's hit save. As you can see, we got 134 right now. In order to upgrade the, or put magic on the axe here, we have to have at least 100, so. So, purchased it.
では後ろに下がっていなされ魔法をかけて死んでよ絵の具がザールティオンチエットオンダーレさあこれじゃこの武器ははるかに強力になったぞ
So, said just stand back, I'm gonna put some magic on it, and bam, that was it. So, now we should be pretty good. As you can see, our weapon flies much further here, and we can now go to the east. I don't know why, but the homeless guys here, they actually try and hit you with the cane, or the beggars. So you just knock them down. Here's another little cutscene.
どうして私の名前を
なぜそんなこと聞くのじゃ身を守る術もないおばばを森の中に一人残して化け物どもと楽しんでいたのはどうなったじゃ
ちょっと待ってしかし
ああもうよいなぜクレリオンには3つの月があるのかを教えよう心して聞きなされ闇の支配者たちがこの世界に入ってきてまだ間もない秋分の日は間近じゃその日までにファイブリングを探し出さなければ全てが失われてしまうのです
ファイブリングなんだそれは
まったく何も知らんのじゃなファイブリングは混乱の中の正義闇の中の光じゃリングはこの世の中心に生命を与えている強力な魔法使いたちじゃってじゃがそれも今まではの話じゃ闇の奥からやってきた3名の強力な悪魔そうあの闇の支配者どもがこの国のどこかに閉じ込めてしまったのじゃ
しかし私一人ではどうにもならないおばあさんは自分が言うほど無力じゃない一緒に探してくれないか
それはできんのじゃ禁止されておってなしかしこれだけはできる
As you can see on the right side, she opens up the cave.
さまざまな幻想というものがあるじゃが今後はその幻想を透かして中の真実が見えよう目覚めるのじゃ若きライオンのようにこのままでは闇の支配者は止められんもっと強くなるのじゃ
A little bit long there for the dialogue, but you know, she explains about the 5 rings, and as you can see here, there is a place to get up there, but right now, currently, we can't. If you press the select button, you can see that there are 5 different boxes here. Those are for the different shape-shifting abilities, but we have to go through here in order to get the next ability. To get through this part though really quickly, probably not going to happen in a timely fashion. I'm either going to wind up dying or doing something that I shouldn't. Some parts down here that have spikes, so you gotta watch yourself. These, you know, these flying insects and things like that, they really are irritating. You gotta kill the regenerators. get hit by a lot of stuff around here. Those are the one things, you know, that make the game a little bit tricky. The fact that you get hit a lot by some of the small characters, like those small flying enemies. Ooh, that was close. I didn't even see the spikes down there. The spikes are an instant hit, or an instant kill, so. You got 9 lives too, so. Some of these enemies are pretty neat looking. And here's our second enemy here. I'm just gonna wind up dying. But we'll give it another try. Once we get the second ability here, I'll just end this video here, but just want to show you a little bit of what Shapeshifter looked like, and figured, you know, I'm going to show you Shapeshifter, I at least need to show you guys a shape-shifting ability. And just talking about the 5 rings and how he's looking for them, and he's going to receive the power. You know, you gotta laugh at some of these ways that they add magic to stuff. But as you can see now on our list, we have a shape-shifting ability, allows us to change into a basically a panther. And you know, this is a really, you know, cool shape-shifting ability. The only downside is that if you make a mistake with the jumping, like you jump just a little bit off, the animal itself will jump again, and you'll wind up dying a lot of the time. If you don't land on a platform completely 100%, you'll wind up just falling off the edge, because it'll jump a second time. So it's not really the best when it comes to like the way that they have it laid out, but I guess it's pretty realistic, you know. If an animal with 4 legs decides to, you know, land on something, I suppose it's not gonna stay on there if it's only on there with like 2 feet, 2 paws or so. And I guess that's what they were going for, is a little bit of the realism. I guess we'll, you know, try and get out of here as quick as possible. Man, I hate these things. Yeah. Missed it. But yeah, just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what Shapeshifter looks like here for the PC Engine, and it is a really fun game, and I totally recommend picking it up if you get the chance. But that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching. As you can see there, like how I just barely landed on it and it wound up sending me backwards. It does that in a lot of places where there's a lot of dips and ditches. So this is a really bad place for it. Died. Second time. Take a look at the game over screen here. Ah! 4 more lives though. That's quite a bit. But I guess I'll end the video here.